So today we're gonna learn how to dip. So in boxing, it's very important to start dipping. The reason why you want to do that is because you set up your combinations, you set up your punches when you dip. You see what I'm saying? So let's say I'm fighting someone, right? And I'm in my rhythm and whatnot, and the guy's a slick person, right? If they're a slick person, I won't be able to catch them right away. What I'll have to do is I'll have to either feint, jab, or dip. So what I would want to do is basically move my head and drop my weight in order to create a reaction on the guy. What I want to do is make the guy flinch, right? So when I'm fighting someone, right, it's either I feint them or I dip them. Okay, when I dip, what I'm able to do is whenever I'm dipping, I'm loading my punches at every time, and at the same time, my dip could turn into a slip. So what does that mean? So basically, when you slip a punch, you make the person miss, right? But the thing is, sometimes I'll dip, and my opponent's natural instinct will be to throw their jab, right? So if I dip and they threw their jab, I created a reaction and I created an opening, right? So, for example, one of my go-to punches is literally I'll be fighting, I'll be shifting my weight and whatnot, I'll dip to my right and I'll flip my right hand. Reason being is that every time I slip to my right, okay, when I slip to my right, what I realize it creates a reaction on the opponent. So what they do is this. They flinch up, right? So whenever I do this, they flinch up, right? So that gives me the opening for my straight right? So I'll go I'll go dip to my right, I'll throw my straight right in order to land my shot. So when I'm dipping, I'm basically freezing the guy, right? So it acts like a feint, right? It creates openings, right? So what you'll do is, what you want to do is you have three different dips, right? You have your dip to the left, your dip to the middle, and your dip to the right. Okay, so you have multiple intensities, right? You could dip very slow like this and see what's going on with the opponent, or you could dip very fast. When you dip fast, you might create a very sudden reaction from your opponent. When you create that reaction, you have to keep your eyes wide open, right? When you're dipping, you're not looking at the ground, right? You're looking at your opponent, right? Looking at the opponent, right? Let's say, for example, I dip to my left, and my opponent's natural reaction is to block their body, right? They'll drop their right hand like this to protect their body, right? So I know that every time I dip to the left, what I could do is I could dip to the left and come back with my left hook upstairs, and I'm creating an opening that way, right? So basically, dipping is very, very important to create openings, and when you add this to your toolbox, you'll be able to land your punches much better in the future. So try it out in your sparring, try it out in your fights. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.